Okay, hi, my name is Dr. Fariha Fatima. I am a biochemistry lecturer, a doctor, and a mini entrepreneur. This is a very new channel of mine where I talk about the molecules of life, the molecules that affect your health, happiness, and habits. And today we're going to talk about a very famous molecule, retinol, or retinol, or retinoic acid, like different forms of vitamin A. Okay, so let's talk about what happens when you apply retinol on your skin. Retinol gets absorbed by your skin, then it enters the skin cells, kicks out a hydrogen ion, right? It gets oxygenated and then becomes retinaldehyde, or more so commonly known as retinol. Then again, the retinol molecule kicks out another hydrogen molecule and becomes retinoic acid. Retinoic acid being the most active form of retinol in our body, which does all the jobs around here in the blood or in our body cells. So we're going to talk about what retinoic acid does for our body and how it produces all the effects that we desire from retinol. What happens is that the retinoic acid molecule transfers inside the nucleus of the keratinocyte, the skin cell. As soon as it enters the nucleus, it locates the DNA of the cell, and then it gets attached to the DNA on a very specific site called the retinoic acid receptor elements, or RARE. The RAREs are the regions on different genes which code different proteins or different molecules which receive the retinoic acid, and the result of retinoic acid being attached to those RAREs is that it either upregulates or downregulates the manufacturing of certain proteins or certain molecules in the body. Okay, so the first thing that happens on the attachment of retinoic acid on the rare area is cell proliferation. The keratinocytes, or the skin cells, start to grow in number, and more of them are produced. And the resultant of shedding those dead skin cells is that we would have less clogged pores, hence less comedones. It also helps with less hyperkeratosis. All the thickened skin that forms on our body areas, it happens less often. So we don't have to deal with that either. The number 2 process that the attachment of retinoic acid to the genetic area of retinoic acid response elements, the RAREs, is cell differentiation. Cell differentiation means that the keratinocyte, or the skin cell, becomes mature. It converts from the basal keratinocytes into more mature keratin cells. And as a result of that, the more mature keratinocytes help us maintain moisture in our skin. They help us maintain the water barrier of our skin, so less moisture is lost. The number 2 thing it does is it helps us, like the mature keratinocytes help us repair our skin faster anytime any damage happens to our skin due to UV rays or any other abrasion or anything. The mature keratinocytes are able to repair the skin faster. The third resultant is the mature keratinocytes build a tighter barrier and hence prevent skin infections, one of which could be acne or any other skin infections that could irritate or disfigure our skin. And a resultant of all of these processes is that the more mature keratinocytes, by all these processes, improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. A very important role of retinoic acid's attachment to the RAREs is the activation of the gene for production of collagen protein. Collagen, as we know, is a protein that is responsible for the elasticity, structure, and the firmness of our skin. With increasing age, the amount of collagen production in our body decreases, and the firmness and the elasticity of our skin is lost. So what retinol does is that it activates the gene that produces collagen, and it increases the amount of collagen overall in our body with 2 processes. One, it increases the production of collagen type 1 and type 3, very important for our skin. And secondly, it decreases the breakdown of collagen by lowering the function of matrix metalloproteinases, MMP. These are some enzymes which break down collagen, and retinoic acid attachment to the DNA region would lower the functioning of MMPs, hence stopping collagen breakdown. And by both of these processes, it increases the amount of overall collagen in our body. By the same process that it activates the production of collagen, it also increases the production of elastin, a very similar role elastin has in our body, which is improving skin elasticity. And by increasing the production of collagen and elastin in our body, it leads to us having firmer skin, which is very much desired by all of us. One last action that we're going to talk about is how retinoic acid helps us fight uneven skin tone, a very common thing that we apply retinoic acid for. And how it does that is that retinoic acid inhibits the function of tyrosinase. Tyrosinase is an enzyme which converts tyrosine, an amino acid, into melanin, which you know is a darker pigment, right? As soon as tyrosinase is inhibited, the conversion of tyrosine to melanin is lowered, hence leading to a much more even skin tone. One other mechanism of achieving the same result is that retinoic acid stops the transfer of melanosomes, the vacuoles containing melanin, from the melanocyte to the keratinocyte. Like the vacuoles that contain melanin are inside the melanocytes, but its transfer to the keratinocyte is actually where the darker skin areas start to appear. And retinoic acid stops that transfer, hence once again leading to a much more even skin tone. So that is all the functions that retinoic acid does in our body, and this is a summary of how it does all of that. I hope you liked the video. It is the second video on my channel. I'm trying to improve it with every go, and I'm trying to get more and much better at it. So I hope you like it. I would love your comments, and thank you for watching it. I'll see you next week.